Day 30. This morning I had my first drumming lesson. I know it sounds a bit odd because essentially I'm drumming for a living at the moment. However, um, that's just essentially being taught rhythms and then playing them without actually looking at technique and, foundations of drumming. And it's not something that I am proud to say, but I just never, felt. I don't know whether I was. What's funnily enough, when I started STOMP, I felt completely at the bottom of the food chain. Completely. Everything was really difficult. The only way I was learning things was by movement, so my ability to kind of move and feel rhythm was how I learned the entire show. There was no count for me. There was no one-y and a two-y and a what? I'm on the S. I didn't know. It was all about movement for me. And I got away with it. I got away with learning the entire show that way. And the truth is, everyone has different strengths in the show and learns differently. However, to be honest, to be able to drum is probably invaluable in this situation. And I think because I was so at the bottom that I never felt the courage. I never felt good enough to actually approach the people that I work with and ask them to help me with my drumming, which is bad, I know, but I just always felt insignificant in it. And so, obviously, as you grow and get older in life in general, there's a lot of things like those insecurities and stuff just fly out the window because who cares, give it a go. Do something that you're not comfortable with, step outside your comfort zone. And so it's exactly, I wasn't thinking about drumming, but then I thought, what, I should really practice. I should really actually get some proper skills. So my good friend Dominic Shatt, he came to my room this morning and brought 2 practice pads, and I'm sitting opposite him and thinking to myself, this is going to be so embarrassing. Oh my God. All put aside, he did a few exercises, explained some things, and as I was, just practicing, just tapping basically, I really felt like my left arm, my left side was lagging, and again, to put aside from the whole drumming aspect of it, obviously my right side is my strong side, my good side. So I was saying to Dominic, Dominic, it's like if we're doing a rhythm with the right, I can be hitting my right side all day long. But this is like effort, it's delayed, everything is, this is kind of like my brain loves the right side. And then by the time I want to tell this arm to do something, it's kind of late, or it feels like it's too hard. So he was explaining, I can't remember the drummer that he said, but he mentioned that, in Germany, there's this guy that kind of suggested that, in order to strengthen your left side, or like whichever side is not your dominant side, in my case, my left, was to actually start doing things with the left hand. So if you were going to brush your teeth, brush it with the left. If you're going to like actively type something or, pick up something, or everything with the left, try and tell your brain that, the left side is what you're going to use to reach for things. Some things that are maybe tricky to do. I think Dominic mentioned, on the mouse, like how you would never use the mouse in your left hand if you're right-handed. It actually feels quite alien. And I thought this was incredible. I thought, oh my God, yes. So I'm going to actually start and I'll try. I said to Dominic, so just drink all my alcoholic beverages with the left. Amazing. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to actually, firstly I'm going to actively dedicate some time to some simple exercises and some drumming exercises, or drumming skills, and technique in the mornings, maybe before I go down to breakfast. If I set a time, I think if we set ourselves, dedicate time slots to different things, we generally will actually complete it. Because I find in my day, if I don't set aside certain time to do something, I find it hard to just fit it in, or my mind has to be programmed to, this is what's going to happen, so let's do it. I love off the whim things, don't get me wrong, but yeah, this is what I'm going to do now, this is what is going to happen. So yeah. And then secondly, that's firstly, I'm going to drum, and secondly, I'm going to try start swapping over the use of my left hand. I'm going to use it much more and see what happens. Yeah, Dominic, I'm coming for you. Watch out.